I told my brother his kids are not welcome in my home anymore. My brother Ryan has 2 boys. Tyler is 11 and Kobe is 8. I have one rule in my house. 1. You treat people and their things with basic respect while you are here. Ryan's boys have never once managed it, and Ryan has never once enforced it, and I spent 3 visits telling myself that was fine because he was my brother and I loved him. Last Saturday was the 3rd time in 4 months I had invited them over. The first visit ended with a broken lamp Ryan replaced with a tenor and a shrug. The second ended with Kobe drawing on my spare room wall in permanent marker, while Ryan said he'd sort it and never did. I told myself family was family, and I gave them one more chance. That was my mistake. Within 20 minutes of arriving, Tyler pulled my cat off the sofa by its tail. I told him to stop. He did it again and held eye contact with me while he did it, like he was waiting to see what I was going to do. Ryan looked up from his phone with that half smile he does and said, "Boys will be boys." I said, "Not in my house, they won't," moved the cat to my bedroom, and shut the door. An hour later, Kobe walked into my kitchen, opened my fridge without asking, poured himself a large glass of juice, then poured a second glass, decided he didn't want it, and left it sitting on the counter without a word. I asked him to put it away. He looked at me for a long moment, turned around, and walked back out of the kitchen. Ryan was sitting at my kitchen table the entire time and said nothing, not one word to his son. Then Tyler got into my bedroom. I had left the door open for less than a minute while I grabbed something from the hall cupboard. When I came back, he was standing at my dressing table with my grandmother's ring on his finger, spinning it in the air and laughing. The ring my nan had left me when she passed. The only thing I have that was hers. I told him clearly and calmly to put it down right now. He held it up higher and laughed again. I walked across the room, took it from his hand, and I was shaking when I walked back out to the kitchen. My hands were actually shaking. I asked Ryan to come outside with me. He followed me to the garden with the look he always gets when he knows what is coming and thinks he can smile his way through it regardless. I told him his boys were not welcome back in my home. He said I was completely overreacting. I told him Tyler had had my grandmother's ring on his finger laughing at me while Ryan sat in the next room and did absolutely nothing. And I was not overreacting. Ryan said kids touch things and I needed to learn to relax. I told him I had been relaxing through 3 visits and a broken lamp and a ruined wall and my nan's ring on my nephew's finger. And this was precisely where relaxing had got me. He said I was making him choose between his kids and his sister. I told him I was asking him to choose nothing. His kids were welcome at his house, at parks, at restaurants, anywhere that was not mine. They were not welcome in my home until he taught them how to be in a space that did not belong to them. He said that was the same thing as choosing. I told him it was not, and he knew it wasn't. He took the boys and left without saying goodbye to me. He texted me that evening saying I had made his kids feel unwelcome in their own family. I told him his kids had not appeared to notice they were being asked to leave at all, and I needed him to sit with that and think carefully about why. My mom called the following morning and said I had been too harsh, that they were just being boys. I told her Tyler had had my grandmother's ring on his finger laughing at me in my own bedroom. I asked her if she thought Nan would have called that just being boys. She went very quiet for a long time. I didn't fill the silence. That was all I needed.